West Coast Avengers. West Coast Avengers.
There's only one mantra that you all need to know. That's that one over there. See Todd, bye Todd.
Oh, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the West Coast Avengers. I'm your resident psychopath, Dave. Just kidding. I like comics, I like art, and I like you. I got one hell of an unboxing to do today. Let me tell you, this is going to be the biggest single purchase of art I've ever made in volume. So, big shout outs to start off to my main man, Andrew PCC. Now, if you don't know him, you should follow him on Instagram. Okay, he posts a lot of cool stuff. He's not a YouTuber. He's not a podcaster. He's just a guy who likes to collect, and he's awesome. We've got another endeavor coming soon. After you see this, well, it'll be coming out soon enough. But he turned me on to this art auction, this one that happened in New York a few weeks back. And during my Canada trip, I actually pulled over at the border crossing on the Canada side to win a couple of auctions. So why don't we take a look at what I got? But before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. What's your favorite piece in here? Also, I've got a podcast called Direct Edition. It is an extension of this it is just about what I feel like talking about, along with some interviews and some great insight into what's going on up here, for better or for worse. All right, let's get to unboxing. All right, so before we get to showing you the goods, I'll tell you exactly what these two lots consisted of. One lot is 11 pieces of original art from Geof Darrow, creator of Shaolin Cowboy, Big Boy and Rusty, the collaboration with Frank Miller. He also is one of the integral visual pieces of The Matrix, being one of the visual designers for the Wachowskis, and just tons of other stuff. And then the other lot was 8 pieces of original art from Bruce Timm, the co-creator of Batman the Animated Series, the visual designer for it, longtime comic artist, and just an amazing artist in general. Some of the stuff that's in here, I don't like. The descriptions weren't that great. So I don't even know to the extent. There's some extra stuff in here. There's some physical pieces not of art. A lot of this stuff is going to be for sale very soon in the future. I'm going to try and keep 2 pieces from each artist and sell the rest to recoup the money that I put into this. All right, so there are 2 pieces that are framed. Oh, wow, look at that. All right, I'm not going to take that off, but that's a rusty piece from Geof Darrow. Hopefully you can see it through the blue. Kind of a shoddy frame. I'm probably just going to take it out of the frame in general. This stuff was from the collection of Jason Polan, Polan. He had passed away right before, I think like in early 2020 or late 2019. And they were auctioning off his original art, but also the stuff that he collected. So look at this pair of Rusty and Big Guy. By Geof Darrow. I'm excited to actually take the blue plastic off and take a look at it. All right, next up, I think there's a couple books that were Geof Darrow books in here, but I think there's also a CGC Bruce Timm piece in here. Like I said, the descriptions for the auctions weren't that great, so that's why I think I got them at a decent price. Packed very well by the UPS store, and it looks like I have a Shaolin Cowboy Shrimp Buffet hardcover. Let's see if it's signed. Yeah, signed and sketched by Geof Darrow. The one thing about shipping is there is an easy way to do something like this without making it super hard to open, but keeping it safe. It's called tabs with tape. You take a piece of tape and you fold a piece of it over, and that way you just pull the tape off and boom, it's done. But some of these companies, they over they're just doing too much. The saran wrap is unnecessary, but I'm not upset about it. It's annoying. That's all. That just says Darrow. Okay. Oh wow, it's a bunch of Geof Darrow sketchbooks. I knew this was in here. Really stoked to take a look through this. This has got it's numbered out of 300. And then here's another 2014 Geof Darrow sketchbook that's numbered out of 621 of 800. Pretty cool. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, here comes the rest of everything. Oh my god. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know what this is. I don't think that's Bruce Timm or Darrow. I don't know who that is. It's a Wonder Woman piece. I'll have to explore that. All right, we've got Shaolin Cowboy. This is a nice size piece from Geof. Now I'm going to show you one of my two I hope to keep pieces from Geof. Look at this Spider-Man he did. He's done them before. The first time I had seen a Spider-Man drawing of his was when Ed Piskor showed one off that I think Geof did at Tokyo Comic-Con 2 years ago. And it's just such a cool thing to see how Geof does Spider-Man. Like, the costume's a little baggy, but the pose is dynamic. The next piece by Geof Darrow is this amazing homage to Tezuka's Astro Boy. Nice size piece, probably about I don't know, that's like 8 by 10 or 6 by 10. All right, let's look at the first Bruce Timm piece in here. How about this Wolverine? Oh, you gotta love that. I love the square jaw. I've been wanting a couple of Bruce Timm pieces for a while, so this is gonna be this is a treat. Wow. How about this? I didn't realize what this was. This is Justice League Star-Crossed episode, a script, the first page of the script, sketched by Bruce Timm. That's so cool. He did the Blastar sketch. It's not. This one's not signed, but it does come with the original receipt from Albert Moy, which is the rep for Bruce Timm. Oh yeah, it is signed. My bad. Oh my god. Some of these Geof Darrow pieces are huge, and here's the first one. Whoa. Look at the size of this. I mean, I don't recognize this head, and I haven't read all of it, but unless that's something else that I'm not familiar with, maybe. I don't know. Either way, it's dope. This is crazy. All right, there we go. We got another one from him. That's dope. This one's not as big. Okay, how about the next Bruce Timm piece? It's like it's like birthday time. Two-Face. It's gonna be so hard to sell some of this stuff, but I can't keep everything, right? All right, another Bruce Timm piece. I don't know if this is supposed to be Hulk. He does a lot of the old school monsters, so this is definitely not Hulk, but it kind of is half Hulk. So drop a comment down below if you know specifically what monster this is. I know a lot, I just don't know everything. Alright, so I was wrong about this CGC thing. Oh no, I wasn't. Oh, okay. Alright, now this makes more sense. Holy shit. Look at the size of this Rusty and Big Boy. Wow. Rusty and Big Guy. Wow. This thing's amazing. I don't know why I have such a problem remembering the name of that. Like, so there was a CGC one, and this is a signature series Bruce Timm Hawk Girl. Look at that. That's pretty cool. This one will definitely be for sale. I'm not a Justice League or Hawk Girl. I'm not a Justice League Unlimited fan. So, but that is absolutely stunning. All right, I'm going to show you this one. Then we got 2 more pieces from each. T'Challa. That's cool. Bruce Timm doing the Black Panther. Man, why don't they just give Bruce Timm the keys to every Kingdom of animated series and let him design everything? I mean, granted, yes, it would look a lot very similar, but yeah. Anywho, all right. One of the last Bruce Timm pieces right here. An absolute stunner. Batgirl. Perfect. So, I don't know if this was published, but this might be. I'm going to have to do a little research. Sorry for keeping it in suspense. But that's either a Godzilla foot or just a dinosaur foot crushing all the Marvels. It says, destroy all Marvel's prom art. So, I don't know if that's I'm going to have to take a look before I even think about selling this. This could be a cover that was used or maybe something variant. But you got Thor, Iron Man, Cap, Spidey, Wolverine, and Hulk all being crushed by this giant foot. I'm going to show you the last Bruce Timm first. And this I plan to keep because, well, it's the goddamn Batman. Bruce Timm, iconic Batman animated series commission piece. And that's amazing. Like, this is from 2017 or so. And it's what I plan. That, I mean, if I'm going to keep a Bruce Timm piece, it's got to be the Bat. Now, let me just tell you, Geof Darrow, if you don't know his work, I mean, you got to look at it. It's so detailed. It's insane. But what is also cool is that he's known for doing giant creatures. And when you think of giant creatures and kaiju, you got to think of the king, the Mac Daddy. Look at the size of this Godzilla piece. Oh, it's so cool. You know, he is King Kong's great, but this is the real king right here. And I am definitely keeping this. I don't care. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. It should just be right here all the time. So yeah, this lot, now let me take the mic here. This lot was a financial smart move for me because at the worst, I break even and I get to keep a couple of these, like the Godzilla, the Batman, the Spider-Man, and probably the Wolverine or something like that, or maybe the T'Challa. But I thought about this. I spent a lot of money on it, and as a seller, I think it's good to take that kind of chance of buying this great lot and knowing that I should be able to make some money on it. But honestly, like, it's just so cool to see this stuff and to show you this. Because original art is not a cheap person's game. You know, you could start by commissions and by lesser known artists, but when you start to get into these big names, especially these hugely talented names that are iconic for their own reasons, you know, it gets to be a bit expensive. But I definitely will advocate for people buying original art if you can from the artists. If you're able to go to a con and get a small commission or a small piece, that's the best way to support the artist. But with this, you know, it was probably, I would assume it's helping support, you know, the money goes to Jason's family. Andrew, who turned me on to this auction, was a friend of his. And so he knows that this stuff went to a good place, and then eventually it's going to be spread out to a couple other good places. You find folks. But I wanted to just show this to you because I'm so excited about all this. And I that's why I have this channel, to share my excitement and my love for the art. And comics, but the art of comics. So thank you for joining me on this one. You will be seeing this at the end of Kayfabe Week, which was my tribute to cartoonist Kayfabe, Ed and Jim, who would release a video every day. It's what got me really stoked about having my own channel and kind of gave me the gusto that I needed to start my own channel. So rest in peace to Ed. Your memory, you will live on in the memory and the things that we do to push the medium forward, whether it be comics makers or people like myself. And Jim, you're my guy. I always appreciate you. And to everybody watching, thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you next week on the Original Art Guy Avenger. Why can't I remember? You stupid asshole, Dave. The next piece by